We speak now to SANRAL's CEO, Reginald Damana, about the loan. A very good evening, Reginald. Thanks for your time on the Power Business.
Good evening to you and the listeners at large.
So sections of the N1 and N3 will be significantly upgraded with this loan. Is it possible to just give us some more details about these projects?
Yes, indeed. As you go after Bloemfontein on the N1 south towards Cape Town, that road converges into really a single carriage way where you have one or two lanes just separated by a barrier line in between, a solid line. It has become incredibly unsafe given the number of trucks that now drive on that route. So it's becoming important for us to increase capacity and strengthen the road. One, to cope with the type of traffic that it has. And two, to separate traffic by building a new carriageway such that cars going north and south are separated physically by a median barrier. So that's what we are doing really. It's an improvement as well as a safety project. On the M3, when you're about to get into Durban, there's a toll gate called Marian Hill Toll Plaza.
Right.
So that section of the road on either side of the toll gate is a toll road. So we have two projects on the go. The rest of the projects that are taking place between Maritzburg and Durban are funded by the non-toll, which is from the National Fiscus. But for those two sections, we must raise funding. We are doing the same, really, increasing capacity from some is 2 lanes, 3 lanes to 5 lanes in each direction.
Wow.
So
that's a big upgrade.
Indeed. So that road can also carry the ever-increasing traffic that goes in and out of Durban.
I'm familiar with the stretch to Cape Town. I've only driven to Cape Town once, and one of the reasons why I haven't driven again is because it does feel quite unsafe to be driving. So it's interesting news that there are plans to upgrade. Let's then look at some of the loan terms, the interest rates, the repayment period of this loan from the New Development Bank.
Yeah, it's a highly concessional loan. So it's priced at 140 bips spread. So that's very low. Obviously, one will expect that because it also comes with a government guarantee behind it. So that's why it's low. It's also very long-term. It's a 3-year term loan, with the first 5 years being a grace period for capital. So we won't be paying any capital in the first 5 years.
Okay.
We will then repay over the last 15 years. Of course, we will service the interest of whatever we draw down during the full 20 years. So it's something that you wouldn't get in the current market.
Okay.
We were lucky we negotiated the agreement as well as the pricing in 2019. We just couldn't get it across the line then. But when we were now able to do following the end of e-tolls, they were very happy to give us the same terms as well as improved term loans, given that previously it was 15 years. We then asked to stretch it to 20 years, which matches the asset life of a road, really. And that's what we are trying to do.
So that was actually going to be my next question, that these terms must be better than commercial lenders in South Africa. And you've answered that. Yeah, I actually just wanted to check with you if, say, for example, there's so much extra traffic on these two roads that you mentioned, the N1 and the N3, but everywhere, because so many goods have to be brought in by truck. And if there is a major turnaround in Transnet, will these upgrades to the road still be necessary?
I would like to think so. Probably will simply mean that you have much more efficient transport system. Goods that must be on rail should go to rail, which also means we are able to export more. As you know, we are a mining country which exports heavy commodities. We also export a lot of cars. So I think it will really just give the economy a boost to produce more. So it will support a growing economy. And goods that will remain on rail will remain on rail. Hopefully it becomes much safer. It will also mean that the heavy commodities on road, as they go to rail, the roads suffer less in terms of wear and tear, maintenance costs.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. So overall, I think it will be good for the economy. The economy will be able to grow without the stranglehold of logistics challenges.
And if toll collections fall short, so at the moment, of course, there's massive demand for trucks, but if they fall short, who bears the risk? Is it SANRAL? Is it the government because they're backing the loan, they're guaranteeing the debt?
Well, in a way, for this one, of course, government steps in case of such types of challenges. But we have given ourselves a longer-term loan so that we're not putting pressure on heavy repayments and redemptions. The good thing is government has taken over the historic e-toll debt, which frees up our own toll collections revenues, as well as some of the cash that we have to be able to service these new loans we are taking on.
So what should motorists expect to see? When will the construction start? I know that the loan it's only set to go ahead in the next few months, but when will construction start? Will there be any kind of price increase associated with these upgrades on the N1 and the N3?
No, not really. Currently, the toll fees are regulated. We are only allowed to increase them by CPI every year. So it's not envisaged that we will have massive increases other than the CPI, which is allowed for.
Right.
On the construction side, N1 South project, we have contractors on the ground. They are doing what we call mobilization. So they are setting up sites. Hopefully in the next month or two, they will be on the ground. So that's good. And the loan itself will be unconditional, which means we're able to draw and support those projects. On the N3, it's a massive number of packages on non-toll and toll. So the toll projects, these two ones, that either one of them will be supported, are at various stages of procurement processes. So you are looking at maybe a couple of months lag on these ones, but at least the N1 South, those projects, we will be pushing them as fast as we can.
This project also is going to involve over 6,000 jobs or job opportunities being created. What should local communities in these stretches of the N1 and N3 expect?
Yeah, look, typically projects of this nature, apart from the jobs, you also have what we call contract participation goals, where we really bring in SMMEs, local communities, to participate in a certain percentage of the project. Obviously, some of them we have to train for them to be able to do this, but we target your lower grade SMMEs and contractors to be able to benefit within the vicinity of the project. So there's no different with this project. It will remain the same. It will follow the proven SANRAL method of 30% CPG, as well as making sure that the unskilled and semi-skilled jobs go to local communities.
Okay. And when do you foresee these upgrades being completed? When will they be rolled out?
If I'm not mistaken, I think these projects are all at 60 months each, so 4 or 5 year project. I might have to quickly just check, but more or less between 54 and 60 months is where our projects are at. It's a massive undertaking.
Sure.
It's a massive undertaking, so it has to be done properly. But typically, we talk about our projects being in the region of that sort of. In fact, I've just gotten confirmation that these projects are some 3 years, so 36 months. The other one is 42 months. So you're looking at really between 3 and 4 years completion.
Okay, so we're looking towards 2029, 2028 before the full roads will be ready for use.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
And of course, what you also try and do, you try and split certain things so that there are sections you can open up, so that you don't really just wait to finish the entire thing. if there are certain sections that can be open, you do try to do that because every closure disrupts traffic. So traffic accommodation is a key factor in these things.
Right. And should people expect many delays, stop and go signs, for example, over the next 3-4 years?
Yes, indeed. Unfortunately, that's the inconvenience that comes with physical construction on the ground. But we try and communicate this very widely. If there's going to be any closures, we also try and educate people around alternative routes that will be there in the areas where we're closing to make sure that people are aware of them. In certain areas, we go as far as improving the other alternative routes to support the areas which the inconvenience is being caused. Yeah.
All right. Thanks very much for your time. You've been very generous. Reginald Damana explaining the 7 billion rand loan that SANRAL is accessing or about to access from the new development bank. That's the BRICS-backed bank. And try to say that fast. And it's going to go ahead for the next 3 to 4 years on the N1 and the N3 in order to make the carriageways safer, improve infrastructure. And it's quite a project, as you heard from the CEO of SANRAL.